I record all the presentations I make in class, so you don't need to physically come to class. You can connect by Twitch. Some people are doing it right now. You can connect live by Twitch if you want to, or you can just watch the videos later if you want to. Or for that matter, you can just read the textbook and ignore the lecture entirely if you like to learn that way. All that matters, the grading is only dependent on stuff you turn in. So this course is going to cover hacking into web applications and therefore how to secure them. The modern web is extremely complicated and extremely vulnerable, and you'll begin to understand in this class why. At first, the overwhelming information in this class that was hard for me to take at first is you have to learn many languages. You don't have to learn much about them, but the fact is, if I just go to some site like Amazon and search for shoes and get a picture of shoes and order a pair of shoes, it might look like I've only talked to one server, but I've really talked to about 10 servers, all written in different languages, all running different programs. That data has passed through one system to another system to another system to be processed, and at every step, there is a possibility of it being misunderstood. This is like you went to a company and you talked to someone and they were speaking English, but they talked to the next person who spoke Japanese, and the next person spoke Chinese, and the next person spoke Arabic, and then you finally get the answer and you wonder why things aren't quite right. That's really how the modern web works. And at each stage, there's a significant chance of misunderstanding going when the systems connect, which is what leads to most of the security problems on the web. And it turns out to be extremely common that you can put in some input which is misunderstood by one of those steps and has an unexpected result, like giving you your product for free or letting you dump out the customer addresses and phone numbers and credit card numbers off the server, or any number of similar bad things. So we're going to learn how those attacks work and how the defenses work. This is a classic textbook in the field, but most of the projects we're going to do are in the Web Security Academy, a free online resource by the manufacturer Burp, and most of the class we're going to use this tool called Burp. Burp is the tool used by all professional pen testers in this field, and the point of Burp is a web browser like this will only offer you certain options. You can just click on some links, maybe you can fill in a form and buy something, but you can only do what the developer wanted you to do. But in Burp, you can intercept the requests and modify them and send modified requests which are not what the developer intended for you to send, and that's mostly how you hack into websites, by sending things that are different than the option that the developer presents to you on the page. All right, and there's a free copy of the textbook here, and a student told me yesterday that we're no longer not listed. Now City College is listed as an official college on the list, so that might change the flow a little bit. But anyway, you can get a free online copy of the book there. So that's a description of the class. And for grading, there are quizzes online in a Canvas system. There are discussions every week in a Canvas system. You can get points for doing those, and most of your homework, most of your points come from hands-on projects. That's what most students really want to do, where you'll use a computer, perform an attack, and then demonstrate that you successfully hacked into a system most commonly. So these are due every week, and if you're late, turn them in anyway. There'll be a small penalty, maybe no penalty at all for being late, but I recommend sticking to this schedule to keep caught up with the class. So this week you should read the first couple chapters, take the first couple quizzes, and start doing the first project, which I'll demonstrate a bit later. Anyway, one thing to know is I'm not using the official City College Canvas server because the way they administer it, I don't like it. They turn it off the day class ends, and I lose all communication with the students, and that's been a problem. I'd rather have a server under my control, so everything in my classes start at this URL, samsclass.info, not Canvas. And in there, you'll find a link to this course. And in here, you'll find a link to my Canvas server, which is just another Canvas server, but it's under my control. So it doesn't shut down until I want to shut it down. You enroll here. If you haven't already made an account on this server, you view the course here, and you can reset your password there. And so, by the way, that also means people can take this course without being officially enrolled. That's fine with me. You won't get official college credit, but anybody can participate if you like. I've been doing that for years. I thought I might have a flood of students, but it turns out there's only a few. It's no problem at all. Just don't tell the administration. They probably wouldn't like it. Anyway, and so if you want to reach me, the best thing to do, you could email this address or send a message inside Canvas, but the best way to reach me is during these class sessions. I am here Monday through Thursday. I'm online anyway, Monday through Thursday, and I have open question period at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday at 11:30 a.m. So tune into any of those Twitch streams if you want to reach me. I'm actually here in this classroom Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at that time, and a different classroom on Saturday, and I'm at home on Tuesday. But anyway, I'm happy to answer any questions on any topic as much as I can. Even if you have questions about some other class, I'll try and help. But certainly any of my classes, I ought to have good answers. Ask about some other class, I might have stupider answers, but I'll help you if I can. And so hopefully that's the most important thing, because there's always people that get lost, especially people that are remote distance learners. Sometimes weeks or months go by and they can't find the starting page. They don't know what's going on. Talk to me. Don't be lost. All right, that's the introduction to the course. Let me stop this video.